Shaynard the Mac, to what do we owe this surprise?
Well, I just felt my misogyny senses tingling, and it turns out that you all need a little bit of an attitude adjustment. And I'm going to start with you, Cabbage.
Oh, merciful heavens! Sorry, Shaynard, I think you're breaking up.
Don't you dare interrupt that signal, Leaf. Don't you...
Next thing you know, Pikachu steals Ash's hat and runs away. Which was pointless when you find out that he was just trying to get them to the ship, where they were already going anyway.
Our ship is ruined.
Meanwhile, Team Rocket is paddling to shore when Marin's ship almost runs them over.
What a mess.
I know you have slow in your name, but shouldn't you be a little bit more worried about this, since I presume you know what's going on? Melody is worried about Ash and the encroaching storm, and whoa, where is your mouth, girl?
What are you coming for? To find Ash. And before you start saying it's because I secretly like him, don't. Because I don't.
Way to keep it subtle, movie. Meanwhile, Mother Nature is freaking out, and they show a little simulation to explain what's going on. Keep talking. Wait, hold it. That right there. Oh my gosh, that is subliminal advertising for the Pokemon trading card game. These people are resorting to brainwashing kids for their own profit.
Professor, we're having problems. Pokemon here are behaving very strangely.
I suppose showing an emotion over it would offend her Vulcan heritage.
The storm's passed for now, and they run aground on Fire Island when Pikachu runs off again.
Pikachu's been acting really weird. Huh?
What's a responsible adult to do? It's Cowabunga time when Melody, Misty, and Tracy catch up to Ash and Marin.
Oh, I never get scared out in the ocean.
Oh really? Then how about this? The ship actually flips over 360 degrees, spitting out Team Rocket, who had been stowing away to get Ash and Pikachu. Just what is a responsible adult to do? Nope, still don't know. Ah! Yeah, apparently the winds are so strong, they can actually force a sailboat up a set of stone stairs.
Let's find
Then why aren't the three of them getting picked up and thrown around like paper airplanes? Back at the evil lair of all evil, Lawrence gloats over his prize while Zapdos makes its way over to Fire Island. Team Rocket are hot on the trail of Ash and Pikachu, but they have better things to do, like collecting Dragon Balls, apparently. Actually, it's the ancient treasure of fire, one of the 3 spheres they told Ash to collect back at Shamoody Island. Oh no, it's time for the motto.
Trouble than you've ever seen.
And make it double. We're on the big screen.
I'll have to catch this on video.
Thank you, Ash.
Changed, and our ship has
Cue
finally
flying
come
boat.
in. When the two of you get married,
And now we get Sex Ed from
Listen
Team
to
Rocket.
me, kid. When you get involved with the opposite sex, you're only asking for trouble.
Yes, and that's the kind of trouble I stay out of.
Yous two don't need the opposite sex because you got each other.
What does that mean?
Funny.
Along comes Zapdos to ruin the lesson. And somehow it and Pikachu can communicate by zapping each other with electricity.
That's because the electrical pulses mimic the Pokemon Morse code used in oral communication.
Stop talking! Go away! No one cares! Leave us alone! Yeah, that much electricity and no one's getting shocked. Well, turns out that Zapdos learned that Moltres was missing and took over his open throne for himself. But wouldn't you know it, Lawrence is crashing the party, causing everyone to make gasp noises. Not only that, but it's sucking Zapdos dry of his electricity. Now he's being chased by a flying picture frames? Well, Zapdos gets captured, and so does the rest of the crew, including Team Rocket. And they finally get to give a piece of their minds to Mr. Lawrence.
the way you talk, it's like Pokemon are just things to collect, like dolls or stamps.
Wait! The catchphrase of the whole show is "Gotta catch 'em all!"
Just like in the first movie. Is there gonna be some kind of moral double standard in all of these movies from now on?
What kind of
Why not say something like,
I'm afraid
holding
I'm not
majestic
a trainer,
creatures in
young
floating
lady.
electric cages is sick and
I'm
wrong?
merely
We all
a
could have worked with that.
collector.
But no, you
I
attack
began
your
my
own
collection
premise
with a new card.
again. All Pokemon everywhere are getting as close as they can to the 3 islands, drawn by the disturbance in the... Okay, we're using that reference way too much.
The source, if you will,
Prof
of all
Oak
the
spouts
waters
some
of the world.
pseudoscientific
This has
mumbo
been
jumbo
disputed
and
by
sums it up by
scientists for
saying that if
centuries,
this keeps
but
up,
it
the
does
entire
make some
planet will
poetic
flood.
sense when you can...
and his friends are traveling
Then
down
Ash's
diamonds,
mom says some
and it
stuff.
means- and Ash is the whole world to me.
I could use pants.
Okay, what was your part in this movie again? Pointless scene, and the gang realizes that they have to set Moltres and Zapdos free somehow. And what do they try first? Oh, tough break. So the clash with Articuno begins while... Could you guys keep it down out there? I'm trying to sleep. Okay, seriously. Ow. So the 2 birds escape, and Lawrence is feeling pretty stupid about letting Ash and the others out of his very convenient cage. Now, it's pretty much pain on a stick when they destroy everything that's keeping the Flying Fortress airborne. They crash land on Lightning Island, allowing Ash a chance to collect the second sphere of light. Or not. Or yes, because it just rolls over conveniently in front of Ash. So they find their ship, which miraculously wasn't crushed in the crash, and are tossed into the air by the battle. Not to worry, because the spinning torrent of water catches them, and sets them all to safety. Sort of. And then we see this guy again.
Take the treasure and put it there.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Too close!
One treasure short.
So the birds keep fighting when Ash remembers what he did in the first movie. I don't think that's gonna work here, man. Then comes the moment we've all been waiting for. Wow.
I'm gonna wrap up now.
It's cool. Lugia has it out with the 3 legendary birds, but it's soon clear that he can't fight them all on his own. Professor Oak and Ash's mom are still on their way while it's March of Pokemon Stadium down below. Ash starts whining about how saving the world is too hard for someone like him, even though the prophecy calls him out literally by name to do it. Melody revives Lugia with her mystic song, Good Crap, You Can Talk! Lugia tells Ash to grow some while he holds off the birds. Ash does, and Team Rocket decides to do something useful for a change. They get the last sphere, only to get their arrow boat destroyed. Lugia gives them a ride. The thousands of other Pokemon pretty much just lend moral support. Lawrence launches his more electric connect sets at them, but they're no match for his awesomeness, sort of.
Gotta take another breath.
Misty and Melody set aside their differences and all save Ash's life. He recovers and puts that sucker down where it belongs. The altar spills out nebulous goo for some reason. Melody's melody makes the birds play nice. More of the goo spills out. Lugia's back and gives Ash one last victory lap. That thing appears for some reason. The Pokemon all go home. The day is saved. They were useless. He was pretty useless. He's hoping for a sequel. Those 4 break the 4th wall, and Husky, I'm out of breath. The end.
Give me a second. Okay, I'm good.
What are we
I will
waiting
admit it.
for?
I am a fan of this franchise. I enjoy the hokey puns from Team Rocket. I like seeing the different Pokemon outside of the turn-based setting, and I enjoyed this movie. Still, I realize that 4Kids plays down to its audience, with the lame jokes and the lackluster personalities of the characters, not to mention the obvious product placement. Everything that the nostalgia critics said about the first movie is really true about the rest of them as well, and more.
Still, Pokemon is what my childhood was based on, and I will shout from the mountaintops that I do not regret this.
You said it, Leaf!
My thoughts exactly.
There you are.
Oh, good lord!
It all
say goodbye.
Let's just say...
We're gonna die.